Hello, I'm R.L. Stein. I write the Goosebumps books. You're not R.L. Stein.
Goosebumps books, where the terror began, and the screams go on forever and ever. Goosebumps, they're so good, it's scary.
Huh?
I have a terrible addiction to Goosebumps. I don't know why, but I can't stop watching it. It's not funny, it's not cute, it's a serious issue. The show is plagued by bad child actors, bad not child actors, overbearing maniac music. And if you look up the show, one of the first tags is low budget. I like how strange this show is. It's very bizarre. I do think there's some stuff in here that's worth talking about to an extent, so I've pulled out 3 really weird episodes of Goosebumps that I'd like to share because I'm a weird person myself. That's why. Let's just do it. I don't know. If you don't know, Click is a story about a man who comes into possession of a magical remote with the power to alter reality. But after using it for selfish means, the main character must face the consequences. And if you haven't caught on, this episode is surprisingly, dangerously similar to the 2006 Adam Sandler film of the same name. There is a very good chance that Adam Sandler just straight up stole the plot because, whatever, who cares? Goosebumps. Although there may be some alternate explanations for why these 2 horrible people arrived to the same plot line. In 2006, TiVo and other similar services were really starting to pick up steam, so there's a good chance that maybe this was the inspiration because you could pause, which was like practically breaking reality as it was, but I really don't know. Adam Sandler doesn't exactly have the best track record when it comes to plagiarism. Don't worry though, on its own, this episode is plenty weird enough. He changes the color of his fishbowl, he breaks reality, he hits a kid with the remote, and this episode also has one of my favorite endings to any episode of Goosebumps, TBH.
No, Tony, wait! All I need are some batteries!
It's honestly beautiful, if I'm gonna be honest.
Skipper Dad's home. I don't think you want him to see you reading that.
After watching this episode for the 7th time this week, I have come to the strangest suspicion that the author, R.L. Stein, might have a vendetta against comic books, if only a little, because my god, there was a lot of hate towards this chubby dingus. Skipper McDoubleburger loves reading comic books, and as per usual in Goosebumps, having a harmless hobby is portrayed as a serious character flaw that you should be ashamed of. Why don't you read real books like Goosebumps? The show really tries to escalate the situation. By the time Skipper is viewing the world through a cheap comic filter and bleeding ink, you gotta wonder if maybe the pages are actually rotting away the character's brain. At the halfway point of this episode, Skipper enters the world of comics. This could have been like a live-action version of Comic Zone. But, much like all of Goosebumps, the production values were not up to snuff at all. These sets look like they were stolen from some cheap Nickelodeon game show. Sadly, this is one of the more ambitious episodes of Goosebumps. Most episodes would take place in some forest or some house or just something like that, so this is as good as it gets, guys. This is the full potential of Goosebumps. The episode actually received a video game adaptation. The concept is cool enough, but the final product was only a really generic ripoff of Wolfenstein 3D. Oh well. Last episode, let's just do it. I don't know. Goosebumps has done spooky scary teachers well in the past. If you've ever seen the cover to Creature Teacher, my god, this is terrifying. Alright, let's see what this episode has to offer.
You got that wrong.
Are you fucking kidding me? The VFX in this episode are garbage. I can't even focus on the plot. I'm just so baffled. While most of Goosebumps was directed by the same 3 or 4 schmucks, this is one of the few episodes which was handled by someone completely new. Was it this scrub's fault? I don't know. Honestly though, the episode is probably better off this way. Most adaptations of Goosebumps just aren't very good. So the strange and cheesy nonsense happen to be some of my favorites. And you know what? I think we've reached our 3-episode quota. If you want to watch some great old episodes of Goosebumps, don't.
But it's faster.
Get it out of here now! Get out of here! Cornflake.
You know, werewolf legends haunted people's dreams for hundreds of years.
Wasn't me. It was a ghost.